Greetings YouTube, welcome to 0AD Newbie Rush. I'm Jim Kogan. We are back for this week's 4v4 action. It's pretty standard, typical fare 4v4 mainland medium map, temperate biome, the bread and butter of 0AD match play. And let's go straight in and see the competitors. It's an interesting field this week. Starting off with Team 1 in the north of the map, we have in the orange, HerkEule, rated 1521, playing as the Ghouls, Team 1 and indeed the game's big hitter, 1521 on a flank as well, possibly the player to watch. Looking forward to seeing HerkEule play, never seen them before. Handy rating and like I said, the best of the players we have on display. Moving along into the inside positions in the red, it's Noob Dude playing as the Spartans, rating 1333. Also have never seen Noob Dude play, looking forward to seeing them. Spartans, we'll find out how good the Spartans are in Alpha 25 today. In the blue, playing as the Iberians, I'll try and pronounce this, Ulsk, I'm going to have to go with Ulsk, ULSG, how else are you meant to pronounce that? I'm going with Ulsk, rating 1352, another player in the 1300s on Team 1. Iberians, tough team to break down, tough civ to break down, looking forward to seeing them. And rounding out Team 1 on the other flank, we have in the light blue or cyan, playing as the Ptolemies, Mama 15, rated 1258. We've seen Mama 15 play recently. Decent developer, not necessarily the best offensive player, and in a difficult position on the flank. We'll come to the reasons why in just a second. Quick look around, see if anybody's going for Cav. A couple of players are, so we'll have to be quick here because I think there will be some rushing action pretty soon. On to Team 2 in the south, in the pink or fuchsia, not invited here, playing as the Ptolemies, rated 1392. Seen them play before. If I remember rightly, it was a while back and they were a tiny player. We'll be facing off against HerkEule, so they'll have their work cut out for them. And moving along in the green, playing as the Romans, we have Mr. Michael, rated 1429. One of Team 2's sort of big hitters. There's a couple of players in the 1400s. This is one of them. Mr. Michael, know nothing about them. Romans seem to be a bit of a mixed bag in Alpha 25. I think if you know what you're doing, then you're probably in a good place. Moving along quickly, in the purple, we have Shmurda, rated 1382. Know nothing about them, playing as, I think it's Carthaginians, yeah. Another decent rating, solid lineup on Team 2. No apparent weak links that we know about, but I've not seen many of these players. However, one player I have seen, and fairly recently, is the player in the yellow, HerkEule, rated 1488. Of the two players in the 1400s on Team 2, this guy is the big hitter, and he's got Cav already hassling. He's already got 2 kills, so he's gone up to the base. We missed it. I told you there'd be some Cav, actually. It's still ongoing. It's quickly generated 6 cavalry, has got 2 kills, and is still trying to kill people over here. He's lost a horse there. So a bit of it was a hunting party that turned into a raid. It certainly slowed Mama 15. Mama 15 up against HerkEule, playing as the Spartans, the highest rating on Team 2. Hard to say how this is balanced. I am wondering if Mama 15 might be the weak link here, or potentially the weakest player against Team 2's strongest player, maybe? Don't know. It's made this area a bit of a no-go zone for Mama 15. Could be dangerous. Lots of berries at the front, lots of hunt at the front, so very definitely there's quite a few players going in for extra cav at the moment. Noob Dude has gone in for them. So has Ulsk, so has HerkEule, so has Mama 15 actually. Oh no, Mama 15 hasn't. They've lost, they've still got the 1 cav, but they're still going in again over here. This is where the action is. I'm looking for other raiding, but it's all HerkEule beating down on Mama 15. I think it's going to get more kills here. It's 4-1 at the moment, although there's spearmen going in on the horses there. I think he could take a few losses. Yeah, 6 kills. 6 kills to 2 against Mama 15. Mama 15 is doing a job, but only able to send in 2 spearmen at a time. There's another 5 coming in there. That should see them off. If they can get a tower up here, rather than chasing after them. They're going for a tower here. So sentry tower there. That should hopefully give them advance warning of any further attacks and stuff coming through. Bit of an open tree line here. It's all women here. If they find those, that's bad news. Might possibly have been better utilising the wood line at the back. Any other killings going on? Aoric has killed 1. I reckon that was a bit of scouting. Yeah, it looks like he sent a scout in. They're getting close as well. Anybody else gone massively in for Cav? No, it's 4s and 5s. Noob Dude has got 7. Noob Dude has gone in for 7 horses, but there's quite a bit of hunt around to capitalise on. Populations, it's fluctuating at the moment. Noob Dude is leading with a total population of 61. Mr. Michael keeps popping out in front, now up to 64. Who's gone in for military? Not invited here has gone in for military, as you would expect, facing off against one of the strongest players in this lineup. And what's this? This is, yeah, so a bit of a, it's a hunting party. They're hunting on the extremities, but it's an awkward run here, awkward area to defend on this flank for not invited here. It's got an open area here, which is obviously very close to the hunting grounds. Has got a back door into the base here, which is a bit of a problem potentially. No further kills, I don't think. Large number of cav being built up there by HerkEule, back up to 9, so I suspect we need to keep an eye on this. There will be further incursions, I think. Struggling for population, definitely Mamo 15, somewhat thrown out by losing 7 troops and having to defend quite early on, build a couple of extra towers. It saps your resources. Now, is this another hunting party? I think this is a hunting party rather than a raid. I think they're going for the hunt in the middle of the map here. Or are they? I don't know. They're gathering with, looks like they're gathering with bad intentions. Are they going to go the long way around and attack the fields? This will be quite clever. There's also a raid going on here. This is an interesting raid. This is Egyptian pikemen and slingers going in on Aoric. So it's going in with an infantry type hassle here. We flick over to the far side. The raiding party of HerkEule have gone round the back way. We'll keep an eye on both of these situations. So far, not invited here has got 10 kills, lost 4 in the process. So this is pretty full on. It's a nearly 3-to-1 kill ratio. He's getting into the women, and Aoric is in a bit of trouble, but has a sizable population and is definitely losing stuff. But over the other side, there's been a bit of a massacre. It looks like Mammo 15 has lost more troops. They're ripping into this. There's huge signs of murder. They decided to go for the back. Look at the bodies. They went for the backwood line, like I suggested, and it turned out to be a death sentence. Never listen to me, ladies and gentlemen. Oh dear. Over here, this incursion is still going on. There's still a sizable amount of troops in there. There's 13 slingers and 2 pikemen left, and they're getting close to the fields, as close as they can get without taking too much flak. That's another 8 javelineers going in there. They're hiding, coming in out, trying to fight them off. Have they found a settlement of women? It's all women over there. This could be a massacre for Aoric, and they run away. They're better off following this lot. This is where the targets are, but they're being picked off by slingers from the back. They're now down to 13 troops chasing this large collective of women. If they follow them, that's victims all day long. They are getting the kills. This is going to be a bit of a disaster for Aoric if he can't bring them to safety. Over here, as the raid finished, looks like it. All nine cav are still somewhere on the map. I'm assuming they're healing up a little. Where are they? They're down here. They're coming for the other flank. Okay, there's still female citizens in there. He's got to make a mix. Still the bottom population, and this is still going on. They've split into two. There's a small group of 11 after the houses. These are running for safety. They've gone to the base of Noob Dude, and they're going to have to give up on that chase. 44 kills for Not Invited here. So Aoric has been pushed down the order a little bit. Ulsk is still, well, he's now moved into the lead, and HerkEule is phasing up. HerkEule moving up to phase 2. I think the idea here is to get to a higher phase, strengthen the troops, and just eradicate Mama 15 before he knows what's happened. Will he get any support from Ulsk? I think he probably will. Ulsk looks like he's put the foot to the floor. He is motoring along, but so is Mr. Michael, who has already phased up to phase 2. So Mr. Michael setting the pace. HerkEule about to get to phase 2. Nobody apparently in Team 1 getting to phase 2 anytime soon. And there's still hassle going on. So Aoric is, he's had to call on reinforcements here in the form of Noob Dude to help get rid of these continued attacks. 52 kills for the loss of 22 for Not Invited here. Not Invited here has really put a spanner in the works of Aoric, which we touted as the top player in the game. And of course, on a flank, you want to weaken your opponent. There's more infantry coming in. They're still going back in. This is going to be another guaranteed 3 kills potentially. And if they could get rid of some of Noob Dude's horses in the process, that would be awful. They're just crippling Aoric. He can't get ahead. Mama 15 has moved ahead of him in population. Shmurda is now going to phase 2, as is Ulsk, who seems to be setting the pace for population. He seems to be the big guy on Team 1 at the moment. Everybody else is dealing with these incursions over here. Interesting. Can Mama 15 strengthen and get back at HerkEule? HerkEule been happily in phase 2 longer than anyone else now. Mr. Michael and HerkEule have been. We are seeing phase 2 buildings going down already, obviously. Not seeing too many from HerkEule at this stage. It's more houses at the moment. But in terms of overall population, Mr. Michael running away with it, 170 after 10 minutes. So that's not bad at all. Nobody on Team 1 seemingly looking to phase up anytime soon, and that could be a problem. This incursion's still going on. They have pretty much battered half of Noob Dude's cavalry, so they're hiding in Aoric CC. This is absolutely crippling. They've now captured a barracks, so Aoric is in trouble. Population of 69, only an army of 10, and these are all women over here. If they find them, that's bad news. This is women over here. They've just found them. There's going to be more casualties on the way. There seems to be nothing that Aoric or Noob Dude... Noob Dude is now sending his own infantry. Or are they going to reinforce? Or are they going... Yeah, they're going for reinforcement. So that should secure that boundary. We're seeing Mr. Michael going to phase 3, and we're also seeing further incursions here from HerkEule. HerkEule with a 9 cavalry units looking for soft targets. They've moved away from this wood line. They've abandoned it. They're going north. They're going to have a go at... They're going to have a go at Ulsk. So Ulsk now is taking damage from HerkEule's wandering cavalry. What is going on here? So there's a barracks here. It's got 4 people garrisoned in it. It's also taken away that wood line. They're creating troops, sending them out to capture houses and retreating. That big infantry from Noob Dude has now gone back to wood gathering, and the infantry that had been committed to the attack by Not Invited here have gone down to basically carry on with gathering stuff now. And we are looking, who is phased up? Noob Dude and Ulsk have phased up. Aoric nowhere near at the moment. Neither is Mama 15, still being hassled. taking a lot of hassle. 70, where is it? How many kills? 23 kills. Look at this, 76 kills by Not Invited here. That has totally crippled Aoric as a force in this game. And he's got a barracks in there. I don't know if that's enough troops to capture it. I think he's got to commit the lot, and occasionally stuff he's going to take losses, lose time because of this. He's in trouble. Is that his only barracks? It's not, is it? Surely. No, he's got another one down here. They've destroyed the barracks, and now they're murdering the rest of the of this sort of incursion here, and that has basically restored parity for Aoric. He can now get back to it. Mr. Michael, population of 200. Ulsk is going up to phase 2. Looks like he has seen off HerkEule's cavalry. They've taken a couple of losses. HerkEule is already in phase 3. No, he's not yet. There's 2 players going into phase 2. Ulsk's going to phase 3. New dude in phase 2. Aoric, only person still in phase 1. Mama 15 has reached phase 2. Not Invited here is upgrading now with a bit of an advantage over Aoric. I think he's done the business there. He has got closer support on hand in the form of New Dude, who is phasing up to phase 3. It's intriguing. It's like a chess match, but pretty much the whole of Team 2, apart from Not Invited here, who has been doing that attacking, are going to be in phase 3 well before most of Team 1. I guess it depends when we start seeing the siege column or when we start seeing expansions. Mr. Michael has not been involved in any combat. He's just been growing his population. He's at pot max already, and we would be looking now. He's in phase 3. What's he gonna do? Cavalry stables going down and a contingent going north. They're just gathering wood, so looking to secure this border. Not an aggressive move from them so far. We're seeing a little bit of cav still hunting from Ulsk. Probably should be looking to spread up to the side and reinforce. There's a fortress going down here. I would have liked to have seen it closer to the border to push more territory and have more influence over HerkEule. That would certainly cut off this area for attacks. Mama 15 he's fairly secured this area. There's a big tower going up there. Still a lot of female citizens around. Is there? No, he's removed them from the equation. There's the odd 1 or 2. Population wise, not nearly enough. It's nearly half of what HerkEule's got. HerkEule's reached phase 3, and we will see fortresses and siege workshops soon. I have no doubt. There is a very advanced blacksmith there, so getting the upgrades. Looking at the research technology, Mr. Michael has been researching incredibly. There is a siege workshop, not bothered with a fortress at this stage. Nobody's gone for an advanced expansion, although Noob Dude is pushing his way south through resources. So it's going to come to quite a head in the middle. I think Mama 15 could have done with expanding sideways a bit and strengthening this flank. Certainly Ulsk really should be pushing down further to try and keep HerkEule at bay, although it's easier said than done. But he has got the population that could match it. Research technology is still very much Mr. Michael, who is looking like a force to be reckoned with. Is that another? That's the fortress going up right on the border, so nothing's coming through here. This is going to be a very strong part of the map if he plays this right. We haven't hardly looked at Shmurda. Shmurda, population of 163, also at phase 3. Will he be looking to support HerkEule? Hasn't shown any interest in expansion as yet. It's got a big wood line in the middle. Could possibly utilise it from the other side and get fortresses up here. It's all been very hold back and conservative. Aoric still in phase 1, population of 150, so he's done well to get it back, but very much a peripheral figure at the moment and needs to get to phase 2 as soon as possible. I can't believe they haven't yet, to be honest. They haven't even started mining much. There's a little bit on metal, nothing on stone. And Not Invited here, I think, has also been a bit slow because of the there's a military colony back there to reinforce this line. So nothing's coming in through here. We have the market and blacksmith, 2 blacksmiths who's going for fast upgrading there. And little bits of scouting into the middle. The fortress is down for Usk, but hasn't got will to fight, hasn't got any heroes. Nobody. Oh yeah, Usk has gone in for champions. Which champion units has he got? Let's have a look. Whatever it is, there are 6 of them. We'll try and find out what champions do they have. Is that them? Yeah, champion swordsman. Okay, we're hearing some combat somewhere, but I'm not quite sure where. I'm hearing walls being put down somewhere as well. Let's see, who's doing that? I keep hearing sound effects off in the periphery, but I'm not sure where it is. Big fortress gone down for HerkEule, overlooking the enemy there. We're waiting for the action to start. This is a forward scout, just trying to see if anybody's planning an expansion. Nothing really that you would call expansion. It looks like they're going to try and expand from within. Oh, there are rams. This is the first major aggressive move. This is going to be HerkEule, and I suspect he's going to try and splatter. Oh, we're seeing, or they're going to meet in the middle. So at the same time, Noob Dude, with a little bit of support from Aoric, has gone in with a couple of rams, or 1 ram in fact. He's going to run into this enormous army of Mr. Michael, who have 3 rams. Now, who's got the numbers and who is the most upgraded? You would think Mr. Michael's going to be strong. He's decided to withdraw. He's got support from Not Invited here, but there's also a counter-attack from Aoric coming in through the blind side. So there's going to be one big-ass battle royale somewhere in this area. And they regroup and they go in. Anything else happening on the other side? We're seeing small contingents of Shmurda's troops heading through the base. They look like they're heading towards to hassle Mammoth 15, but this is where the battle is. We are seeing an enormous, sadly fairly laggy battle, but let's try and give you an idea of what is going on. We are seeing contingencies from Mr. Michael. They seem to be getting cut down a little bit, although the 30 skirmishers aren't. His infantry, his spearmen are being slaughtered. There are champions in there. There are how many? What are those? Security commanders. They're no longer listed as champions, which I don't understand, but they are still hard as nails, and Mr. Michael's army is being massacred a little bit. The rams are still in there. There's more of them now. Ulska's got rams too. I don't know where he's planning to send those, but you would have to say this isn't going particularly well. Mr. Michael's having to retreat, and now the army are upon Not Invited here. That ain't good for them. So they're retreating back into the confines. The rams have arrived. Mr. Michael's been chased all the way back into his territory, and his once vast population is down to 151. And he's had his ass handed to him a little bit in a plate there. It's not good. What else is going on? We're still seeing these small groups of... oh, they're loading up rams. So HerkEule has loaded up rams with... looks like... Is this champions? Yeah, this is champion infantry of Shmurda going into the rams. So they will be tricky, and a huge infantry concentration. I don't think Mammoth 15's got anything to fight this off with. Population of 168, only just going to phase 3. The rams are full of champions. Not a good position to be in. They've got the tower, which was left ungarrisoned. That was a schoolboy error. Only 1 person garrisoning it. That's never going to be enough. And now it's been garrisoned with 5 of HerkEule's troops. The fight over this side is still going on, and it's not going well for Not Invited here. Population down to 98. Mr. Michael has sent troops back in. Looks like he's fought off the thing, but Yeah, it's not going well for Team 2 on this flank. They're just getting worn down. I don't know why Mr. Michael is sending the Rams in here. He needs to be sending them north. There goes a not invited here CC. So from a position relatively of strength, it's all gone a bit wrong for not invited here. Aoric has come back as quite a killing machine. He's now going to phase 3 and he has supported Noob Dude really, really well in this assault. So fighting fire with fire, and Mr. Michael suddenly has gone from looking like the strongest player to looking very, very vulnerable. Speaking of vulnerable, over here it's going horribly wrong for Mama 15. Sneakily on the side, we are seeing a couple of rams from 3 rams from Ulsk coming in. No supporting troops, so that's a mistake. I think I don't know where they're going. Why are they not attacking? Maybe they're going to take out this tower, but they're going straight into the battle here, and I don't really think that's a good idea. HerkEule has still got a ram somewhere. I think it's attacking the CC. That CC must surely be coming down, is it? There's an elephant out, and that has taken care of that. So there's a hero elephant. And more reinforcements coming in. Ulsk's rams have been sacrificed, so not the best way to use rams. A little bit of a fallback here from this attack. What is not invited here to? He's got his backup CC there, so that's why he built that, but he's lost his infrastructure. Population down to 67, and the enemy's quite literally building siege workshops right on the edge. Mr. Michael doesn't seem to be able to respond to this, not got his population back up. HerkEule is on the verge of pretty much either getting a capture for this CC. In fact, he has got the capture, so the CC has been taken. Hasn't garrisoned it yet, so you would have thought he would get some people in there so they were shooting, but Mama 15 in terrible trouble. Population down to 28, he is finished surely, and there are champions and other infantry and rams all ripping through the infrastructure. CC's been taken over, HerkEule's got this side, and he can now start staging an attack on Ulsk. And I think we're going to see Mama 15 resign pretty soon. I think we're also going to see a final assault on not invited here. He's going to have to rebuild without much resource, with half his territory not available. That ain't looking good. And Mr. Michael needs to build and build fast. He's not producing siege, which is a mystery. Is he producing champions? He's got 16 champion units. Is it the champion cow he's going for? Looks like it. So I don't know what he's doing with these, but that's never going to be enough to get in amongst them. He's trying to take down these rams coming in. So this is the anti-ram unit. Might possibly hold off some of the invading trouble, but I would say it's not looking good for not invited. He's got his population back up to 108, but Mr. Michael's not committed to this. He's pretty much leaving not invited here to fend for himself, and I don't think he's going to manage it. I think they are going to get the business done and take out not invited here. They should do. You want to kill your weak opponent when he's weak. Not invited here has actually split his forces and built another base in the middle, right in front of Shmurda, who we've not seen much of, but they have been sending champions and infantry into this conflict. It's now Ulsk who's sent in some forces, but they look like they are getting slaughtered. They are getting a few kills. There are champion units in there, 37 of them. So they are doing their fair bit of killing. And it's a bloodbath in there. It's a 3-way bloodbath. 4-way, in fact, because there is some support from Noob Dude. Noob Dude has been everywhere. Mr. Michael has sent a large attack to try and take down Aoric while all of this was going on. Aoric has just realised and starts calling his troops back. So a counter-strike from Mr. Michael. We wondered when he was going to actually really commit to a big attack. He's now capturing territory right, left and centre and destroying it. He's going to run into Aoric, who has got quite a strong army there. Is everybody now in phase 3, so it's anybody's game, but he's getting kills. Aoric is getting slaughtered near his base. So that has slightly changed the complexity of it there. And it does look like HerkEule has been chased back a little bit by this pressure, dual pressure from Ulsk and from Noob Dude. There goes that CC. So they've abandoned it, and is it HerkEule who'll have to do some defending now? I don't know. There is a large blue army sweeping into HerkEule's territory. It's mostly his captured territory. Are they going to be able to make a difference? Is HerkEule suddenly looking exposed? It's a big army coming down. Over the other side, Mr. Michael now meets this challenge head on. He has got champions in there, and it looks like they are, yeah, they're slaughtering Aoric quite badly on this flank. They've turned it around over here. Mr. Michael's finally come good. And I think he's got this. I think he has absolutely got this now. Noob Dude and Ulsk trying to knock down HerkEule. HerkEule having to fight a defensive counter-attack here. Difficult to say how this is going to go. They've gone right into HerkEule's territory. The Rams are trying to get at this fortress. It's a well-defended fortress. Nobody in it. It's a shame, but I don't think they're going to get it. I'm not convinced. Mama 15 has put up a CC in the middle and is trying to rebuild, but it'll take forever. Not Invited here has got his population back up. He's got 2 powers of strengthening, but they are slightly divided. Aoric has held on to his CC. But population down to 59. So Aoric is in big trouble. He'll have to rebuild again. I think Not Invited here will probably finish the job on him if he can build from this side. Looks like he's focusing on the middle mostly. That's his food sort of centre, but he's got all barracks here. And mining operations. Smurder we've not seen a lot of at all. Smurder has fallen back to help defend HerkEule CC, which could be about to get destroyed. So this is quite a thing. HerkEule is in a bit of trouble here. Population down to 131, and that CC has been taken over by Noob Dude. So HerkEule is in the crap suddenly, and it's all gone a bit strange on this flank, from looking like an imperious position for HerkEule and Smurder, having wiped out pretty much. Oh, look at this. Mr. Michael is sending reinforcements in. So he's gone right the length of the map. The big army, still being pursued by the few blue troops of Ulsk, are now deciding whether they have to come back to HerkEule's aid. And they're pushing further into Smurder's territory. So this is quite a push by Noob Dude and Ulsk. They've really, really spearheaded their way through. They're capturing stuff all the way through. Probably the biggest prize was getting that CC, which has now been destroyed. HerkEule is trying to rebuild. Mr. Michael's once again the strongest out there, although Noob Dude has quite a lot of reinforcements. Seeing a bit of a stalemate on this side. They're arming up over there, but this is a 3-way battle. In fact, is it a 4-way battle? It is 5-way if you count HerkEule as well. So this is pretty incredible. Who's winning? I have no idea at this point. It's difficult to say. HerkEule is having to rebuild fast. It looks like it might be, oh, I don't know. Yeah, I think Ulsk and Noob Dude are finally running out of troops now. They are having to do hit and run. They've gone right deep into the territory, caused a lot of damage here, but it looks like this is now running out of steam. If they destroy that, they've got a temple here, they've filled it up with all their troops. So this will be a staging post for their attacks. They're going to try and capture it back or destroy it. So HerkEule and not invited here is getting involved as well. Everybody is just fighting everywhere. This is bizarre. I'm hearing rams. Where are the rams gone? I'm looking for rams, but I'm not sure where they are. Yeah, there they are. So Ulsk is trying to capture HerkEule's territory over here. I think they're going to weaken this fortress. If they get a capture on it, that'd be amazing. But I think they're just going to take it down. Yeah, there it goes. So they weakened HerkEule on his border. So good follow-up work from Ulsk. I would say that the balance of it has now possibly headed back. Well, you say that. Ulsk and Newbie have been pretty much eradicated apart from the concentration in this temple over here, and they're trying to recapture, but it's difficult. They all need to focus on that, and I think they're going to get it just about. They could do the hero in there to help, which I think they have got. They can't get it back. They're losing troops because of it. All the time they've destroyed it. There we go. And then there's a fight in the middle, and all the time Ulsk is ripping through HerkEule's territory. Next target may be that fortress. No, they're going to reinforce that fortress. In goes HerkEule to try and fight them away. And where's Mr. Michael and Schmurda going? Mr. Michael, I think, has expended his forces over here. He's got a small army over here attempting to stop this kind of band of rebels that have been hassling Schmurda. Schmurda doesn't seem to be engaging over this end. I don't know where Schmurda's army are. They don't appear to be that big at all. Mr. Michael has been the player that has been able to rebuild quickly time and again. Not invited here, has been focusing on the middle, hasn't really clocked that Aoric has got population max. Mr. Michael certainly has. Where's he going with this army? They're walking straight past them. It looks like they're going to smash up Mama 15 for the second time. So Mama 15 is about to run into this big army of Mr. Michael, who hastily changed direction and then start heading in Aoric's direction. I don't think this is going to be an easy fight for Mr. Michael either. Is he going to try and head north to Newbie? Meanwhile, we have, not invited here, and Schmurda, I think, have committed forces to this with HerkEule. They are looking to go north and sock it to Ulsk now. So Ulsk is ready for them. It's got a large amount of cavalry, but they don't like the look of that. It's a big army that's approaching. There is siege, there is support, and there is more support coming. Lots of champions too. 65 champion units for Schmurda. The fight over here, Newbie and Aoric have been drawn into this. Mr. Michael losing troops again, but he has got also a lot of champions in there. The Rams are heading for Aoric's CC, and the horses are going to support. I think this is just designed to get the CC out of there. They're going to take losses, but it's the strategic victory they're looking for. Huge army now for, they're going forward. This is going to be another big battle here. They're trying to flank Ulsk. I think Ulsk is outnumbered. So probably for the first time in this game, it's a multilateral force going in. I think Ulsk could be in trouble. CC is holding steady. No, it's gone. So they've taken that down. And Newbie and Aoric desperately trying to fight off this big army from Mr. Michael, who once again comes in to give them a hassle. And while they're doing that, they're trying to capture towers and the. I don't think they're going to get that. They're trying to hassle the lower reaches of Aoric's territory. The loyalty will be fading from the loss of the CC. But Mr. Michael's army is now running out of steam. We are 29 minutes in. There can't be too much of this. Are we going to see resignations? I think the size of this army coming in at Ulsk make this a difficult task. Ulsk down to a population of 121. I think he had his charge with Newbie and then couldn't rebuild after and is now facing the counter. Mr. Michael's coming in through the side to try and just mash up the base here of Newbie. They're running them around his shadows. population wise, it looks all with Team 1 at the moment, positionally. You still haven't seen any resignations. I think we're about to, though. I think Aoric has had enough, possibly. Although he's still got 171 troops. Mama 15 is the only person sub 100. Ulsk is in definite trouble and has all of these armies bearing down on them.
Yes.
Schmurda's champions are just cleaning up anything that wanders, moves on the outskirts. Are they through the walls? Not quite. The Rams are coming in. I think if Ulsk goes, that's the end of it. We have another setup here. Who's this? This is Not Invited Here. Has got another base over here. So Not Invited Here, despite losing their original base, has spread all the way across the map and has an interest on both flanks. So that's good work. So it just goes to show, if you're put in an awkward position, that isn't necessarily the end. You can come back from this. And they're totally decimating the population of Ulsk here. Here, deaths en masse. I think we are going to see a resignation from Team 1 en masse very soon. There isn't much there in the CC that they can do to hold back. They're going to come through the gates. Noob Dude is committing a huge army to try and fight this off, but facing an equally huge army. I don't think he's got the champions, whereas Schmurda definitely has, and they're lurking around. Yeah, they're coming in from the back. They're through the gates. There is a counter happening by Aoric, but I think Mr. Michael has got this down here. If this CC goes down, I would say that is game over for Team 1. Lose their power base in the north. It's only a matter of time till they come and absolutely slaughter Noob Dude. We have still the battle's going on. I think the Rams got took down, did they? No, the Ram is still there. It's been destroyed. It's just about took down. But it's ripe for capture. Noob Dude is losing troops in the middle. The game, Noob Dude has resigned, so he's seen the writing on the wall. That surely will basically herald the resignation of everyone else. Yeah, Murmur 15 has resigned. The game slows to a crawl, and that's the end. There we go. So Aoric went, and so did El. So Team 1 threw themselves down on their sword. Let's end it there. What a game. It swung both ways, quite possibly. It's the game absolutely struggling with this. Here we go. Let's have a look. So a bit of a gulf in the scores. 50,979 at place 57,384 in the end. The strength and the teamwork of Team 2 told. Pretty good. Superb performance there from Mr. Michael, who got the highest score. Ulsk did pretty well, as did Noob Dude, but yeah, it was that counter by Schmurda, HerkEule and Mr. Michael that forced Ulsk and Noob Dude back. And then they got in and amongst Ulsk's base and then in and amongst Noob Dude's troops. Very interesting. Aoric never really allowed to be a major player. I thought Noob Dude and Aoric would try and take out Not Invited Here. Just goes to prove as well that you may knock over somebody's CC, but if you don't finish them when you got the chance, they can come back to haunt you. HerkEule removed Mama 15 from the game, and Mama 15 was not a force again. And that flank proved critical. Yes, Ulsk and Noob Dude did do a very good push through the flank and weakened HerkEule. But the support was there, and there was the option to come back. Let's have a look at the kill-death ratios, because it was a massive kill fest, wasn't it? So Noob Dude was lethal, 1.68. That is the highest in the game. Mr. Michael got 1.6, HerkEule got 1.44. So there was, at various points, lots of murder and desolation. Who was the top killer, though? 589 kills for Noob Dude, far and away the best on Team 1. 638 for Mr. Michael, and 500 for HerkEule. They all took some pretty staggering losses, but Team 1 took more losses. I was really impressed. I did not know which way that would go. I think we didn't see the best of Aoric in that match. I think being on the flank and being attacked with quite so much ferocity early set them back. They were obviously a dangerous player, but they were never able to develop to a position where they were an absolute fighting force and justify, being that top-rated player in the game that makes you a target. So, I was well impressed with that match. Player of the game. This is a difficult one. I think really just for being everywhere, building so fast, we probably got to give that to Mr. Michael. But he did kind of come off second best in that first bit of combat that he was involved with, but certainly made up for it after that. I am gonna go narrowly with Mr. Michael. I think you could make a case for not invited here, for recovering from losing his base and coming back to support. You could certainly make a case for HerkEule because he got the early wipeout on Mammoth 15 and then fought back and was essential to the victory at the end. You could certainly make a case on the other side for Noob Dude for being everywhere. He had to save his teammates on more than one occasion. And possibly he was responsible for every victory that Team 1 managed to claim on either flank when they had a good run. He was there or thereabouts for both of those. But I'm going to give it to Mr. Michael just for coming back so many times, producing such a versatile army, for getting that number of kills and for being everywhere. Really good team performance. Really good team performance from Team 2. I think they supported each other really well. We didn't see too much of Smurda, but whenever you looked at the big battle, there was also a load of champions of Smurdas that were getting a lot of kills. The numbers don't reflect it, but he was there or thereabouts as well. It was a much better team performance, but top player, Mr. Michael for me. Great game. How did you find that? Let me know in the comments. We'll have possibly a double bill next week. I'll leave it at that. That's the teaser for you. We may have 2 games next week. But I hope you enjoyed that one. Let me know, and remember to subscribe, like, and do all the various YouTubey things. Leave your feedback. I hope you enjoyed that, and I'll see you on the next one. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed the video, please do leave a comment, drop a like, subscribe to the channel, and click the bell icon to be notified of future episodes. If you'd like one of your matches featured on the show, see the video description of how you can submit your replays. And if you can't wait for the next episode, then why not check out these playlists in the end titles for more replays, commentary, and tutorials on 0 AD Newbie Rush. I'll see you in the next video.